Okay, here we go, tying another fly. This is the last fly I caught on, and that was at Lechlade. Very proud to say, on the day, I was the only angler to catch fish from bank, and I caught 2 fish, and this was I caught the second fish on a very similar pattern to this. It was a white lure, and I blind stalked it in the margins. Anyway, what's in the vice at the moment? There's a fulling mill, heavyweight champ, with lead wire going down the shank, and then doubled up by the head, and the bead is a 3.5 tungsten. I find a 3.5 tungsten good enough for stalking, but I also find you can cast with it as well, and it doesn't make too much of a splash to put the fish off. So we're going to run white thread all the way down the lead of the hook, reasonably touch and turns, very hard to get it right at the step. I'm going to take that down all the way to the end of the lead, a couple of turns behind the lead, then bring the thread back opposite the point of the hook. So we have some white marabou, and that's what we're going to use for the tail. As usual, I wet it between finger and thumb. This is going to be my white and pearl stalking leech. We get the tail together, and then we just neaten up the end. We're now going to put that to the top of the fly, loop, pull down, and this will get to settle the tail on top of the hook. And I'm making these fairly small. You can make the tails longer if you wish. Okay, so that's the tail, the white part of the tail. I keep the ends natural, but you can cut them if you wish. Now, I'm going to add some attraction to the tail. We've got this clear pearl. And I'm going to cut a few fibres off. And I'm putting about 3 strands each side of the tail. Good way of picking up pearl is just to wet your finger. And nip it together. 3 more strands the other side. And there we go. Okay, I'm going to add a different colour pearl as well. So this is a yellow pearl. And we're going to place that on top of the fly, just to add a bit more attraction. Wind the thread back down to where the barb would be, just to neaten everything up. And we're going to cut the excess off. Okay, so now we need to add a body. Okay, and for the body, I have this white and pearl fritz. and I believe it's 6mm. And we're going to place it behind the thread, bring it up on top of a hook, couple more turns to secure it, and then bring the thread back to the bead. And we're going to wind the fritz in the opposite way, trying to keep the fibres standing out. We need 3 or 4 turns. There we go. Bring the thread over a couple of times just to secure it. Another couple either side of the fritz. Cut the excess off. Wet my fingers, lick them, couple more turns to fully secure it. And then what we're going to do is 3 half hitches to finish the fly off. Like I say, this fly is already caught for me. I'm going to be trying it out at Rockbourne this weekend. I'll let you know how I get on. And that is my white and pearl stalking leech.